Hello everyone, I am Rahul Vastav, final year Bachelor's of Engineering IT student from AP Shah Institute of Technology, Thane, India. My paper title is Artificial Intelligence Based Security Orchestration, Automation and Response System. Paper ID is 279. So I would like to introduce my topic first. The term here, security orchestration, means that generally that security tools which we use in our network to mitigate the threats and attacks happening on our network. So this security orchestration concept is actually utilizing all these tools and helping those tools to be coordinated by a single entity. So that's what security orchestration stands here. And automation and response refers to that whatever the information these tools are collecting, we actually automate the collection process and the data which they have collected. Based on that data, we do an analysis of what actually the events in the logs are, and based on that this analysis we will be producing response on those threats. Now the term here, the threat intelligence is actually the information about the threats happening on our network which are captured by our security tools. So one wants to identify about the motive of the attacker and what the threat was and what impact it can create on our network. So threat intelligence is something which we should collect as well, so that it will give you a brief insights of what actually the attack was about. So after going through the existing research papers and current systems, we find out that there is a lack of availability of threat intelligence in different languages. Most of the threat intelligence present is in English language only, and this sometimes create. I mean, it makes someone not able to receive the intelligence of the threats which are already known to someone else. So if this threat intelligence is also available to the other entities as well, then they will also able to tackle such attacks. And the response mechanism which we are mentioning here it is one of the necessary mechanism which we think should have in various security tools, as most of the security tools they just detect the attack or prevent the attacks, but there is a lack of response mechanism in most of the tools, as we think that we can easily respond to some common attacks which are like mostly done by script kiddies or software based attacks or AI based attacks. So such attacks are generally a script of code which gets executed. So we can easily identify such attacks, and it will help us to respond to such attacks as well. And the threat intelligence information will help us to uh, it will act as a bridge between the identification of threats and response mechanism. So there is also very less work in this area as well. So these are the objectives of our research work. Firstly, whatever the threat intelligence which we can able to collect mostly from the open source, we will try to translate those threat intelligence in different languages. We are limiting ourselves to just English, Russian, and the German language, and then we will use this information uh, in a and it will we will store it in a repository so that it will help us to further uh, utilize that information in mitigating the threats. The second objective tell us that whatever the data will get collected from the security tools, that is firewall, IDS, IPS. all that data will be get collected and it will be converted into a standardized format so they can be easily classified into certain uh, categories that it is a malware attack or it is just to uh, kill the service or it was a eavesdropping attack or any other type of attack. Third objective defines is that we will analyze that event logs and try to predict the pattern which attacker is following. So as a general idea, we know that most of the attacks start with reconnaissance, and that is they sweep all the ports and detect the kernel and OS, and then they try to use use any known attacks to exploit the system. So such events can be also help us to detect what kind of attack it is. Then we will, in fourth objective, we are specifying that we will event profile such attacks so that it will help us to uh, identify the attacks and feed it in our AI system. The fifth objective states here that the if the false positive and the true positive alerts generated by the system sometimes this become an headache for a security uh, related person. So we need to minimize the false positives and maximize. I mean, we need to more focus on true positive attacks so that it will not be a waste of time to just sweep through the false positives. This will help us to identify the crucial threats. And we are in the last objective. We are stating that we are focusing on the basic attacks like malware. Basic malware attacks is a SQL injection, man in the middle attack, password attacks, and DDoS attacks, which are generally happen every day. So this is our proposed system architecture. It states that first we will collect all the threat related data. Here we are using a Suricata IDS IPS system to uh, collect the threat related data as well as we have a honeypot from Tpot. It is a open source collection of honeypots with various medium level interaction, low level interaction, RDPy, and all other types of uh, systems simulated to collect the attack logs. This will we are using for as our data for training our AI. We are ingesting these logs using logstash and beats, these file bits and metric bits, and then it is getting feed into SIM as well, SIM system. But before feeding it to SIM system, we are collecting a threat intelligence about the events which are occurring. So if the attack is already known to system, so that will try to find out the threat intelligence using the uh, elastic stack. Actually, this will be our repository for threat intelligence. I will talk about this later. Then it will also get fed into this SIEM system. Now here the analysis of the attack will take place based on the rules. Here we are using Elastic Seam as our SIEM system, and then these all this information will help our AI to actually predict whether the events which are occurring in the logs whether they are a true positive or a false positive. It will also get alerted to the admin or the user via dashboard and, and using emails as well. So if it is a false positive detected by our AI, then it will get feed into our sticks engine, and then it will get it to our elastic stack, that is a threat intelligence repository here. And if it is a true positive, then all the collected data will get convert segregated into the IOC report, indication of compromise, other evidences about the attack, and the risk level of that attack. And accordingly, the responsive mechanism of our system will get activated if it is available for that particular attack. If it is available, then it will run the playbook or run book using Ansible. And if it is not available, then it will be simply left to the user to mitigate the attack. And afterwards, this will be again get fed into the threat intelligence repository. So what this is here is actually we are collecting the threat intelligence from open source tool Spiderfoot, and the threat intelligence we generated it will be get translated into the desired language from what I mentioned earlier, that is English, German, or Russian. And then the Stix engine will make it in a standard format, so that it will be also feasible to share such threat intelligence. So this is the overall architecture of our system. Here we have shown the network topology of our system. In the red box we are having the users inside our system, and this blue box represent here the admin console and the SIM and the AI agent system, and this yellow box here it represents the threat intelligence repository here, the Stix engine, the multilingual threat intelligence translation, and the open source intelligence gathering. We have our honeypot here situated here, and according to the teapot configuration, we can only access the data which has collected from the ports above 64,000. Below that, ports will be open for the attacks. So if you want to collect information, we need to use ports above 64,000. And here it is an internet connection. So there are actually two ways to collect the information. Here we have Cisco ASA firewall. Whether the attacks are happening on our internal network, so it will be collected from directly here, or since this system has ports open from 1 to 64, 63,999. So those ports will be open for attacks. So it can also get connected here, collected from this port, this area. So the conclusion part, we have proposed a mechanism to respond common threads only, that for which the playbooks and runbooks are feasible to develop, and we have generated. We have tried to create a threat intelligence language translation mechanism, so that it will be available in three different languages, as well as we are utilizing open source threat intelligence so to get more information about the threat. Future scope of our project, our research is that further we can improve the response mechanism. So we need to actually create playbooks and runbooks manually in order to get them executed. So this we can further improve to make it convenient for creating mechanism to response efficiently. More language support can be introduced for translation of threat intelligence, and we can also create a secure and convenient threat sharing platform as well. So here are the references we have used for our research work. Thank you.